Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at these AVerMedia Go Series accessories for a computer. So these were provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So these items would be purchased separately. We have the AVerMedia Versati Go USB microphone, and then we have the Flexi Go mounting arm. So you can use this microphone without this arm, and you can use this arm with other microphones and accessories. So I'm going to get all this unboxed, set it up, and then we'll test it out. So we'll start with the microphone. So on the front here it says high quality audio, 1 mute button, PC audio playback. We have some specs listed on the side. You can pause and read through those. So this is a condenser microphone. It has a cardioid pattern. Here's the manual. Let's take a quick look at it. You'll want to read through this on your own. This shows the different parts of the microphone. We have an LED indicator, so red is unmuted, off is muted. On the bottom of the microphone we have a volume wheel, headphone jack, and mute button. So this connects to a computer with USB. This should automatically be detected. So this is going to be compatible with Mac, PC, Linux, Chrome OS, and pretty much any device that supports USB microphones. It says best to place 4 to 10 inches from your mouth, or 10 to 25 centimeters. With the cardioid pattern, it says it's best for podcast, streaming, music recording, and voiceovers. And we have the specs listed again. So here's the microphone. It's sealed in a bag with the desiccant, so that's nice. We'll take a closer look in a second. Let me get the other accessories out. So here's the microphone. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's red behind the grill there. We have the mounting threads. Here we have the mute button, the volume dial, the headphone jack, and we have the USB-C output. We have this mini tripod here, and this is very heavy. So it looks like this whole thing's made of metal. And it has this heavy, looks like brass here. So it's nice and stable. Then we have the swivel head. So that mounts here. It also comes with a 1/4-20 thread adapter. So you could put that in the bottom of the swivel, and then you can mount this on regular tripod threads. So this will screw into the bottom of the microphone, like so. Then we can plug it in, and the cord seems to be a little over 6 feet. So plug that in there, and that's ready to go. Looks like it also comes with a hex key that would go in here if you need to tighten this up. So that feels very nice. It feels very quality. It has a lot of heft to it. So let's take a look at the arm. Here are the specs on it. Here's the manual. We have the Flexi Go arm, thread adapter, hook and loop tape, and the guide. Here's another diagram of it. This has a clamp, so you can clamp it to a table. This is just showing that if you have a bullnose on a table, this would be like a countertop type surface. You don't want to clamp against that. You want to clamp on a flat surface. So if you had something like this, you could maybe build that up or position the clamp so it's not on that edge. This talks about connecting a microphone. You can also connect a webcam. This rotates in different positions. It says make sure to tighten it. And you can see here the microphone is under, not above. Has an adjustment lever knob. And we have the specs again there. So here we have the hook and loop fasteners. And the thread adapter. Here's the arm. Looks like it's all ready to go. So here we have the clamp. Let's open this up all the way. And it looks like you could reposition these screws here if you wanted it even thicker. So that's reading right at 2 1/4 inches. And looks like there's about maybe 1 1/4 inches in between these holes. Then we have this clamp here. It's probably hard to see, but on this ball here is machined kind of lines on here. So that should give it extra friction. Same here. We have a clamp, and then we have another cam. This just feels super solid. So let's get this mounted on my bench. I'm going to mount it on the side here. So most people would probably mount this on the side or the front. It's going to hit the wall. I'll open this. And I want to mention it has foam here. There's no foam here or here. You could probably add foam here. You probably wouldn't need it as much here. But if you have surfaces that need extra protection, you could do that. But this feels pretty smooth. Okay, so that's very secure. So the bottom clamp will give it 180 degrees back and forth. It will also rotate. It was easy to make the adjustment. So I can open this. How far did I open that? Maybe. So that's locked right there. Open it up maybe a 1/4 turn. And this can rotate this way. And then we have the top here. I'll loosen this up and this will swivel and rotate. So this has a 1/4-20 thread. That's a standard thread you'd find on a camera, a video camera. Many webcams will have them. So I have 2 microphone adapters. It came with a smaller one. I also have the bigger one that came with the microphone. So I'll take this off of here. I'll go with the silver one. The black one might be a little better because you can put it inside there and it'll hide it. But this is a little bit easier to take out. This does have some little slots in it, so you could actually recess it in there, it looks like. And then I'll mount this on here. Okay, that feels very secure. So now I can turn this upside down. So I would probably want this a little higher. Now you can have low or high profile. So here we have a low profile configuration. This is going up a little bit, but that's about 3 inches. I could actually lower that even more, or we could do higher. Of course, I could go higher than that. Let's see how far this reaches out. So that's reaching out a little bit over 2 feet. Now push down here, I mean, I could probably, there's a lot of leverage here, so I could probably push this down, but it's pretty sturdy. So once you have this set up, you can put the cable on the back, and we have the hook and loop fasteners to fasten them in place, like so. So let's get this hooked up to a computer so we can test it out. Okay, so I'm at a little bit of an odd angle here. I moved this to the front of my bench. This is actually pointing at my face off to the side. So I'll plug this into USB. Now I'm on a Mac. You can do a similar thing on a PC. I'll go into my sound control panel. So for my input devices, I have type as USB. The name is Versati Go AM310G2. So we can see the microphone here. So that's all set up, ready to go. And then you can use this with whatever software you have that records audio. So I'll just open up Voice Memo. Now I can also plug headphones into this. I want to move back over to the sound control panel here. So when you plug headphones into the microphone, that actually goes to the output. So you can choose that as your output source. Then on the microphone, we have this light on the side. So the red means it's recording. If we look on the bottom, kind of hard to see, there's a green LED right here. Now if we press mute, this will turn red and this will go off, and this means we're muted. So I'll unmute it. Headphones back in, and I'll record an audio sample. So this is an audio sample recorded with the Versati Go USB microphone. So this is an audio sample recorded with the Versati Go USB microphone. Okay, so what you heard there was the direct audio file I recorded with that. So it seems a little bit low. Let me adjust the settings. So I'll go into my control panel and I'm going to bump up the volume on this. Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Let's see if that's too high. I'm going to pull it back, maybe right about here. This is the second audio sample I'm recording with the microphone. This is after I bumped up the gain in the sound control panel. This is the second audio sample I'm recording with the microphone. This is after I bumped up the gain in the sound control panel. Okay, so now let's test out the noise reduction. So I'm going to turn a fan on and then I'll record another sample. Okay, so now I have an air cleaner running in the background and it's pretty loud, so we'll see if it gets picked up by this recording. Okay, so now I have an air cleaner running in the background and it's pretty loud, so we'll see if it gets picked up by this recording. Okay, so I did hear some noise in my headphones, but I'm guessing that noise is reduced from what it could have been. So that was the AVerMedia Versati Go USB microphone with the Flexi Go mounting arm. I really like the look and feel of both of these products. They feel very premium. This little portable microphone stand is very solid. The arm here is also very solid. It has easy adjustments. You turn the little lever to loosen and tighten it. A microphone like this would be good for podcasting, streaming, other voice recordings, if you're doing trainings, tutorials, video conferencing. A lot of people focus on video, but audio is just important and oftentimes more important. Having a good microphone can really make a difference in the content you're producing. Now, since this is USB right at the microphone, it's not going to pick up noise along a microphone cable like a traditional microphone could. And this comes with that 6-foot USB-C to USB-A cable, but you could certainly get a different cable here. You could get a shorter cable, a longer cable, or maybe you have a cable with USB-C on both ends. Since it's a standard USB cable, you can change that out to something else if you want. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.